Your dress looks gorgeous. It's flaming red.
It's a wedding dress, so it's pure white, right? You mean it's angelic? The dress from my bachelorette party is red, though.
Nah, it's not about the color, you know. Any dress would burn the same way, right? It's on fire, you know. It's on flame.
What do you mean?
I threw the dress you were supposed to wear for the wedding in a barrel, and I'm burning it in my backyard as we chat. It's cold today, so it's warming me up. Burning flames are beautiful, you know. It's way more impressive than just a plain white piece of fabric.
You're kidding, right?
Maybe it's made of synthetic fibers. It's burning really well. Woohoo!
You've got to be kidding me. You're just bluffing, right?
You still think it's a joke. It's really burning. I'm filming it, so I'll send it to you later.
We're getting married tomorrow. What on earth are you thinking? You said you were going to drop it off at the venue, so I gave it to you. This is really messed up.
You're pretty gullible too.
Why are you doing this to me? This is unbelievable.
Well, if you don't have anything to wear, then we don't have to get married, right?
You don't want to marry me? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I burned the dress because I don't want to get married tomorrow.
Instead of doing that, why not just talk it out and call off the wedding?
You're likely to throw a tantrum or cry, you know. I'm annoyed at dealing with that kind of thing.
Don't you love me anymore?
I'm having pre-wedding jitters. There's nothing I can do about it. Well, I feel like I'm burning up in a bright red flame right now. All thanks to your dress.
If you lost your feelings for me, you could have just said so. There was no need to burn it. That dress is actually...
Well, you have nothing to wear, so the wedding will be cancelled. You have no use for that trash, right?
Hold on a sec. You're putting me in a tough spot. The day before the wedding. What about the venue and the guests? Some of them came from afar and are staying at hotels from today.
Just take care of it however you want.
What about the cancellation fee?
This is your fault. You should pay for it.
What the heck did I do?
You cheated.
What? When?
I saw you at the station a week ago. You were walking arm in arm with another guy. When I saw that, I got the jitters, or more like I was disappointed. I mean, I couldn't calm my nerves unless I burned the dress.
You're lying. I commute by car. I haven't been to the station in a month.
Nah, it was definitely you. That's why I'm so upset.
You're just looking for a reason to break up. If you say I cheated, then show some evidence.
I don't have any. I was too devastated to take pictures.
This is just way out of line. What you're saying and doing doesn't match at all. There's no evidence of cheating, and you're talking about the pre-marriage jitters, and then burning the dress.
If there's tension before marriage, it's not going to work out in the first place. You should be grateful it happened before we tied the knot.
I did love you, you know.
Ew, don't say that. I don't love you, just so you know.
I never cheated, just so you know.
I saw it with my own eyes. Can't believe what a cheater claims. I should sue you for emotional damage, but out of consideration for my ex-fiancé, I'll let that slide.
Jake.
Ew, don't call my name anymore. Grosses me out coming from you.
This is so spiteful. This is way too much. I'm Audrey, a 28-year-old fashion merchandiser. I've been in a relationship with Jake for 2 years. When he popped the question half a year ago, I was over the moon. I never expected things to turn out like this. After that chat, I received a video of my dress up in the flame. That dress had a significant meaning to me. I was shattered and couldn't stop crying. I couldn't understand how someone was capable of doing something so cruel. I was filled with anger and hatred for the person I had once decided to spend the rest of my life with. We've called off the engagement, and I'm preparing to seek compensation. Meanwhile, Jake's still trying to hurt me.
I heard from a friend that if we cancel the engagement, I can reclaim the ring. I don't need the ring back, but just pay me back.
Why should I?
Because I can't recover from the shock you caused by cheating. It was around $20,000. But I'll give you $10,000 with an ex-fiancé discount. Be grateful that I'm such a nice guy.
There's no reason for me to pay you. I didn't cheat. Take it and leave.
Oh, really? Are you sure about that?
About what?
This is you and another man.
When did you take this?
You sound flustered.
This is my boss. We went to a bar to celebrate after a big project finished. It might look like we were alone from this angle, but there were other colleagues behind us. When did you take such a malicious picture?
But how will your mom, who knows nothing about it, react? She'll be worried in her hospital bed.
Are you going to show it to her?
She was planning to temporarily leave the hospital just for the wedding, right? She's probably heartbroken now. If she sees this at a time like that, what's going to happen? Her condition could worsen, and you might never see her again. Ha ha ha.
Shut up! How can you say such horrible things so casually? You've already caused enough damage with a cancelled engagement.
I was on good terms with her, so she might believe me. And by the way, I'll tell her that you went into a fit of rage and burned the dress, okay?
I'd never do such a thing. She won't believe you.
How heartwarming. The love between a mother and daughter in a single-parent family. I wonder which one of us she'd believe. Do you want to give it a try? I got rid of the dress and there's no evidence of me burning it. Well, before confirming all that, there's a chance her heart could stop due to shock. Are you willing to take that risk?
You're threatening me. How can you ask me to pay $10,000? The chunk of my money's already gone, covering cancellation fees and stuff. You ran off without paying a penny. And you pushed all the responsibilities of explaining to the guests and relatives onto me. I don't even know where you are now.
Why would I tell you? It's your fault for cheating.
I told you I have not. Just hold off on that $10,000 for now. Don't make up stuff to tell my mom. Please.
Oops, sorry. I already sent it.
What?
My finger slipped.
What on earth have you done?
Next time, a picture like this won't cut it. I'll ask a pro to make even more scandalous Photoshop images.
You said there was no evidence of what you did. But are you aware that you're leaving these threats on WhatsApp? Remember, I have the video of you burning the dress.
You better watch your back on the dark streets. I'll snatch your phone and delete your chat history and the video if I have to.
You're truly a despicable person. It's over for you as a human being.
Good for you. Not having to marry someone like me, right?
Remember, I'll make sure you regret this. I've got the compensation ready.
Wow, you're quick. I'm impressed, Audrey.
It's $200,000.
Wait, there's one extra zero.
Yes, that's correct.
You're giving me that much? It's much more than I expected. You're so generous. Are you by any chance trying to make amends and get back together with me? Unfortunately, I have no intention of that.
What are you talking about? I refuse to get back together with you. You'll pay me that amount.
Just keep your jokes to that plain face of yours.
You should keep your jokes to your thinning hair, please.
You, the thing I'm bothered about the most.
First, the wedding cancellation fee. It was almost the full amount because it was so last minute. It's $50,000.
I'm not budging on that.
Then the compensation for threats and insults. It's $20,000. I've already spoken to a lawyer about this.
Huh? You're really clueless. Why would I pay you? You're the one who cheated. I have evidence.
Speaking of cheating, it seems like everyone dislikes you. It's laughable.
What are you talking about?
I can't say who told me, but it seems like you've been showing off to everyone, huh? She's prettier than that ugly fiancé of mine, right? I mean, another girl. Wait, she's the real deal now.
Darn it! Who the heck snitched on me?
I said I can't tell you. Get it through your thick skull, idiot.
God darn you.
I have plenty of friends who are willing to testify. Seems like everyone was waiting for a chance to take down a scumbag like you. They're on my side. Face it.
Darn it.
And lastly, the cost of the dress.
No, wait. It doesn't add up. Why does it total $200,000? It's just a dress, nothing special.
That dress cost $130,000. You have no idea what that dress is worth.
It's trash, I can tell.
My mom married my late dad, the CEO of a big corporation, but he passed away shortly after I was born.
So what?
My paternal grandmother was greedy and didn't give my mom the inheritance she deserved. Instead, she left her with just $100,000 in that wedding dress and then kicked her out. All because she didn't produce a son and heir.
It's your fault for being a girl then.
That dress was a one-of-a-kind couture piece my late dad had made for her.
What's that? A one-of-a-kind cuckoo?
Shut up. You really don't understand its value, do you?
Your mom should have sued your grandmother. She's dumb too.
She could have won if she did, but back then lawsuits weren't as common as they are now.
So?
The dress you burned was that one. It's worth $130,000.
Do you have proof it was worth that much?
My mom's very meticulous. She has the dress's order form and receipt. Of course, she also has pictures of her wearing it. The dress was so incredible that it attracted media attention. There should be magazines out there that can prove its value.
Even so, there's no way it's still the same price as it was back then.
Indeed, it was worth $160,000 back then.
What?
Did you check the ashes? It had gemstones on it. Plus, you said it was synthetic, but it was mostly silk.
No.
The shop estimated its value at $130,000, based on that alone.
No way. That's a big oops, huh?
So, let's talk about the total amount of $200,000 you need to pay.
Nah, not happening.
I figured you'd say that.
You can't win if you don't play. Too bad for you.
Yeah, too bad for you too.
Why?
Are you familiar with asset seizure?
I've got no clue. Such a law doesn't exist.
You're hopelessly dumb, huh? Asset seizure allows forcibly seizing your possessions to make you pay up.
Wouldn't you have to win in court for that to happen?
It's pretty much guaranteed I'll win. I have a video of you burning the dress and plenty of testimonies.
I've got compromising shots too.
It's easy to expose the fakes in court. You know what happens if you present false evidence, right?
Ugh.
I can have your car, your apartment, your salary, everything seized for you.
Don't. I won't be able to start a new life.
Frankly, that's impossible in the first place. You'll end up under police custody anyway.
Why would I? I'm not going to jail. I didn't do anything wrong.
The thing is, you did. Everything you've done is a crime. Burning the dress, warning me about being alone on a dark street, and threatening me with those pictures. There's evidence for it all. I've already contacted the police.
Don't mess with me.
I'm dead serious.
You're in the wrong here. You're just so dull. Someone like you shouldn't come against me.
Look who's talking. If a handsome guy said the same, I might back down. But I don't want to hear it from you.
Darn it.
My mom saw the photos you sent and didn't suspect me at all. When she found out about the dress being burned, she cried. I'll never forgive you for making her cry.
Forgive me.
I'm not joking around here. It's $200,000. Just imagine, that's a huge amount of money. It's enough to turn someone's life around.
My new life.
I would never marry a man with so much debt. Your past deeds will come to light soon. Remember that there are many people out there who hold grudges against you.
My friends have already distanced themselves. I lost my friends, and now I'm losing my girl too.
Thanks for making me realize how shallow of a person you are. If we had gone through with the wedding, I'm sure I would have had a miserable marriage. I'm really glad.
Right. Let's start over.
Huh?
We'll get back together. Let's just register our marriage without a wedding ceremony. I love you, Audrey.
I wish you were next to me right now so I could kick you with all my might.
I allow you to kick me, so let's get married. I mean, you contacted me because you wanted us to get back together in the first place, right?
Just keep your jokes to that smelly feet of yours, will you?
You mentioned something I'm bothered about again.
We're never getting back together. We'll only communicate through lawyers from now on. I'll block you on the phone. If you come near me, I'll take out a restraining order. Understood?
Understood.
My mom's about to be discharged from the hospital. I want to take her to a nice spa resort, so pay the compensation promptly. I'll say it again. It's $200,000. Stop dilly-dallying and start gathering as much money as you can.
Come on, can you lower the amount of it?
No, I won't budge a single cent.
We're exes. Can't you cut me a little slack?
Decline.
Please, Audrey, spare me.
Pay up quickly, you scumbag. Jake was apprehended by the police. While I like to see him behind bars, I also want him to quickly pay the compensation. It's a bit of a dilemma. The court ruled entirely in my favor, which was expected but still satisfying. He managed to sell the car and I got $20,000 in advance. With that, I brought my mom to a somewhat upscale spa resort. We talk a lot about various things, and it's the first time in a while that we relax together. Maybe I have that idiot to thank for the precious time we're having, but I have no intention of forgiving him. I'll make him pay, even if it takes a lifetime. He's probably in detention right now. It must be cold there. I might as well bask in this warm jacuzzi and enjoy my sense of superiority. Am I a terrible person?
What are you doing? You didn't even get my shirt dry cleaned. You're not even at home? Where are you?
Sorry, the dry cleaner isn't open today. It's temporarily closed, so I'll see if it's open tomorrow. I'm at the library now. Is there something wrong?
What do you mean? What are you going to do about the shirt I was planning to wear tomorrow? If one is closed, you can go to another one, right? But you're at the library. Seriously? Isn't this negligence of your duties?
Negligence of my duties? What are you talking about?
Just what it means. I've been working all this past week, even doing overtime. And what have you been doing? You couldn't even get one shirt dry cleaned. What exactly were you up to?
I pack your lunch and take care of the household chores. I was planning to iron that shirt when I got home. I don't see any reason why you should accuse me of negligence.
No way. You iron my shirts? I told you before, right? Your ironing sucks. I told you not to do it anymore.
But it's too expensive to use the cleaners every time. You don't even give me money for it.
Why are you making it sound like I'm at fault here? It's because you can't do your duties properly. If your ironing was better, there would be no need for dry cleaning.
That may be true, but...
Why should I have to pay for it then? Why are you being so ridiculous? And your lunch is weird too. Like, what was that yesterday? Frozen pizza? It's funny how you can call that a lunch you made.
Come on.
Do you understand? Your way of doing housework equals negligence of your duties to anyone who sees it. Yet you're challenging me. How dare you? If you have time to go to the library, go to the dry cleaner now.
Now? But I have to...
You're trying to come up with excuses again. Alright, fine. I won't be back for dinner tonight.
But I've already started to prepare at home.
Do you think you deserve recognition just because you did your job? No way. Your job is worth nothing, as long as it's below par.
Jeez.
If you have a problem, why don't you work too? Then you'll see how naive you are.
Alright, but would you share the chores with me then?
What? You'll have to balance home and work at the same time, of course. Are you messing with me? You're a woman, it's expected, you know? You're really naive, aren't you? You'll have to make as much money as I do before you can say that in the first place.
Okay.
Alright, I'll eat out tonight. I don't need dinner at home. Get my shirt cleaned and ready by Monday, okay? If you iron it again and it looks messy, I'll be pretty upset. Hey, were you not home earlier? There was a package from a courier for you. Because you weren't there, I got a call on my phone. What are you doing? If you're a stay-at-home wife, you should be there. You can't just neglect your responsibilities.
Oh, didn't I mention? I started a part-time job.
A part-time job? Oh, so you really started, huh?
I was on my way home just now.
And? What is it?
What?
Don't tell me you're going to use that as a reason to make me do housework.
No, of course not. I've started working outside, so obviously I couldn't receive the package, you know. After all, we have a lot of expenses, and I thought I should earn money too. If you were willing to do housework as well, I'd be happy, but...
That's definitely your ulterior motive.
I'm not planning anything like that.
Then why did you get a job?
Simply to earn more money. I also thought I should earn money for myself too. Of course, I plan to contribute to the household as well.
Alright, I guess. Feel free to do as you like.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you still at work?
Sorry, I'm just on my way home. The task took a bit longer.
You've been carried away lately. You have a part-time job or whatever, but I think you're starting to feel like you're the breadwinner. Lately, you haven't been cleaning the house properly. Your already lax attitude has become even worse. I thought I could let the missed courier delivery slide, but I can't overlook it anymore. A woman's job is to take care of the household. It's outrageous to abandon it for some meaningless part-time job.
I'm sorry, but there's no other way. Our savings have been decreasing lately. We've been married for just a year, but thinking ahead to when we might have kids, it's just more expenses piling up. In that case, I think we'll need dual incomes. I'd like you to understand at least a bit.
Who do you think you are, huh?
What?
Why do I have to obey your command?
I didn't mean it that way.
You know, this is really irritating. You don't get to preach to me. Asking for my understanding as if you're someone special? Do you think you have the right to voice your opinions to me? I'm not allowing such presumptuousness.
I apologize. Oh, by the way, my paycheck came yesterday. It was in an envelope. Do you know where it went?
Oh, I put it into the account.
Into the account tied to the household expenses? I checked, but there was nothing.
No, in my personal account. Is there a problem?
Well, I mean, if there's not enough money in the household account, I'm not going to be able to make the payments. I want you to put it in there, and that's what I intended. I'm working for the expenses and not for your pocket money.
Do you enjoy irritating me? I handle our finances, right? So it doesn't matter which account your paycheck goes to.
That may be true, but...
Then why are you complaining? You know, husbands are normally the head of the household, so that money is the husband's money. It's perfectly reasonable to consider all the money you earn from your job to be mine, and in fact, that's the way it should be.
I'm working because I wanted some money to spend on my own within reason. I did say I was going to put it into the house, but all of it is too much.
Oh, I see.
I was going to put half of it in, you know.
You can lie as much as you want. Well, I lost all interest in giving you the money because you said that.
Not fair.
No matter how much money you make, it all goes to my account from now on.
Fine.
So get back now and make some food, you good-for-nothing.
Oh, by the way, have you been coming home earlier lately? You sound to be at home already.
Stop blabbering and come home now.
Got it.
Good afternoon, this is Dave from Eagle Eye Investigation. I've been tasked with investigating your husband's debts. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. Thank you. Our household budget is always tight. Although he says he manages the finances, I checked his bank statement in his file today. To my surprise, there was no money there. I'm quite sure I was looking at the correct account statement.
Right, I understand. May I confirm if it's okay to go back 3 years for the investigation?
Yes, please, go ahead. I'm embarrassed to say this, but I have very little money personally. I won't be able to pay more than the amount I mentioned before.
As long as it's within the 3-year time frame, there's no problem regarding the agreed upon fee. If we need to go further back, additional costs will apply.
Thank you. I appreciate your understanding and help.
Hey, you're still doing a part-time job, right? You gotta notice that some payments are overdue. Can't you even manage such little things properly? This is plain neglect of your duties. Also, hand over your paycheck soon. They should be going into my account. If you hide or spend that money elsewhere, there'll be consequences. Hey, are you there? Answer me.
Yes, but what are you going to use my salary for? You're not using it for our utility bills, right? Even using it as pocket money is excessive, don't you think?
What's it to you? Stop talking back. Besides the utilities, there are others that I need to handle separately. They are expenses you don't understand. You don't know anything.
So what are those payments for, if you don't mind telling me?
Huh? Why do I need to tell you?
I'd like to check, that's all.
Shut up. I'm busy right now.
Then, for example, is it for the mortgage?
Yeah, that's one of them.
What about utility bills like electricity?
Included. Satisfied now?
But both of those are linked to our household account, aren't they? I double-checked, and it seems like our loan, electricity, water, gas, and other things are all connected to our household account. So what are you paying for?
Shut up. There are other expenses, alright? Things you couldn't possibly understand.
Basically it's personal expenses, right?
Yes. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Oh, I knew it.
No, when I say personal, I mean it's related to the house in some way.
I see. Are you at work now?
Yeah.
But you can tell lies as much as you want, right?
What are you talking about? Are you doubting me? Me of all people. Do you know what'll happen if you cross me like this?
You should know the consequences of constantly lying. You'll have a hard time later. I know you're not at your workplace right now. I called the company and they said you were terminated and no longer work there.
No way. That's got to be a mistake.
You were fired 3 months ago, right? I've got all the evidence. You embezzled company money and got fired for misconduct.
How do you know about that?
I hired a private investigator with the money I secretly saved for my job.
A private investigator? Wait, so you suddenly started working, and you were using the money for that?
Right. So everything about you for the past 3 years came to light.
3 years?
You've been in debt all along, huh? It's whopping $50,000. You've been hiding it since we were dating. You're a complete idiot. You said I was neglecting my duties. What right do you have to say that to me? You haven't been working at all, and you can't even manage your money properly. You're the biggest offender.
No, that's not. It's not my debt. It's all because I became a cosigner for my friend's loan.
Oh, I see. So you're a cosigner.
That's right. It's not my fault. My friend signed up for me without my permission. I'm a victim.
According to the report from the investigator, the causes of the debts are gambling, squandering, and womanizing. The places where you borrowed the money were primarily associated with these, though.
Whatever. You're so full of crap. What makes you think you have the right to say that to me? I'll divorce you. Are you okay with that?
Sure, let's get a divorce. And don't ever come close to me. So long. I feel so much better now.
Wait, you're kidding, right?
Well, is there any benefit to me staying with you? A man who doesn't work and is covered in debts?
Ugh. It's true, I owe money for a long time. I did take the company's money and I got fired for it. But what am I supposed to do now?
Well,
I have a history of misconduct now, and it's tough to find another job with that kind of record. Please, your part-time job is all I have. Help me out. Let's, start over and care for each other like before, okay? I'll really change my ways. What do you say?
how long are you going to treat me like I'm an idiot? You're just a complete loser. I'd divorce you today or tomorrow if I could. I don't want anything to do with you ever again.
Don't mess around with me, you piece of trash. I won't accept a divorce. You better pay off my debts.
Don't you know that there's no rule that says a married couple has to pay off each other's debts that were acquired before marriage? Well, even if you don't agree to the divorce, I wonder what your parents will say. I told them everything this morning.
No, you're lying.
I showed them the results of the investigation. They're coming over tonight. We'll make sure you come home early from your so-called workplace. See you later.
Hey, wait. I'm sorry, just not my parents.
Wilson's father was extremely angry with him, and it turned into a big commotion with physical altercations. We had to call an ambulance at one point, and afterward his parents apologized to me, and we filed for a divorce. In the end, the domestic violence was acknowledged, and Wilson was ordered to pay alimony. Of course, there was no support from his parents. He took out another loan for it, and I haven't heard from him since. There have been rumors that he's surrounded by intimidating individuals and is forced to work day and night. I'm still working part-time at a clothing store, and I'm savoring the fact that I can actually save money now.
Julie, I had your college acceptance withdrawn. You need to get a job after high school. What? Did you really have it withdrawn? Why? What the heck? You promised me I could go to college if I passed, right? I said you could go to Harvard if you got in. I thought you'd give up. I didn't expect you to actually get accepted. I really had no intention of sending you to college. That's why I asked them to cancel your admission. Please tell me you're joking. I can't believe you didn't want to send me to school. If you go to college, who's going to support us? I thought I'd feel less stressed financially. You're our little money tree. What? We're a poor family. Since your father died in the car accident, we've been unstable financially. He didn't even have life insurance. It's been so difficult raising 2 children on my own. I know. That's why I work part-time. I chose a public high school so that it would cost as little as possible. I'm planning to take a student loan for college. I try my best not to be your burden. Shut up. College kids just want to drink and party. I'm not going to let you have all the fun. I don't want to be the only one suffering. What? First of all, I didn't want to work. That's why I married your father, who ran a small business. I was living comfortably as a housewife. And in the blink of an eye, I became a poor, single mother. I don't want to work anymore. Know what I mean? Now it's your turn. You're going to have to work to support us from now on. You want me to support you? I've worked hard all my life to raise you and your sister. I think I deserve some freedom. Anyway, you don't have time to go to college. Find a job when school's done and support us. Oh my God. Sadia is still in middle school. We have to pay her education. I want to send her to a good high school and the college she picks. You'll have to work hard for that. I expect you to pay for all her school fees. What? Hold on a second. Are you going to let her choose her high school and college? You told me I could only go to a public high school, and then you cancelled my college admission without even asking me. Listen, Sadia is adorable. Unlike you, she's special. Unlike me, you're annoying because you're just like your father. I only loved him because he had money. But I hate him now because he died and left me with nothing. I can't love you because you remind me too much of him. Is that why you hate me so much? I know you are cold to me, but not to Sadia. But I never thought that was the reason. On the other hand, your sister is the spitting image of me as a child. She's an absolute angel. I'm sure her charm will grab some rich guy's heart. What she needs is some opportunities to meet some classy people. Even if it costs a little more money, she has to get into a good high school and college. Are you telling me I'm supposed to pay for it all? I wanted to go to college too. Do I have to put my dreams aside to work for my sisters? Isn't your little sister adorable? A big sister has to work hard for her little sister. Don't be sulky. Go find a job. Be happy you got in, even if you can't go. I was serious about going to college. You told me it was Harvard or nothing for me, so I studied really hard. I studied my butt off and did all the right things. Do you know how hard it is to get into Harvard? This whole thing is so unfair. Stop complaining. You're difficult. Be good to your mother. Harden me? Most children wouldn't even think about going to school if they knew their family was in a tough financial situation. They wouldn't say, "Mom, I'm going to find a job to help out." But look at you. You don't even try to be nice to your mother. So you understand? Anyway, go find a job. Hey, Julie, did you see the photo? Isn't that bag amazing? It's a high-end brand. I bought it right away. Of course I saw it. It's great you can afford such an expensive one. Well, I did graduate from a prestigious school. Do you like it? You must be jealous. I don't imagine you can afford this kind of thing. Can you? What? You only have a high school diploma. You don't make very good money, do you? Mom told me you still make only $30,000 a year. You've been working your butt off since you graduated from high school. That's all you can make. I feel really sorry for people with low education. You know the reason why I only graduated from high school. How can you say that? I didn't ask you not to go to college. Why don't you find someone to marry? You're a high school grad with a crappy income and you're still single. That doesn't sound good. If you don't marry young, no one will take you. Thank you for your concern. Here's some news for you. I'm getting married soon. Whoa, really? I've been seeing someone and he proposed to me. This might be a good opportunity for me to move out. You've graduated from college and you make good money on your own. And Mom still works part-time. You can support yourselves now. You don't need me anymore. You have a boyfriend? What a surprise. If I had to guess, I'd bet you two are a lot alike. Is he also a high school graduate? He doesn't have a lot of money, does he? Actually, he has a college degree. We were classmates in high school. We were supposed to go to the same college together. Unfortunately, I couldn't go to the college, so we drifted apart. But we reconnected and started dating. What? You guys applied to the same school? Is he a Harvard grad? Yes. We were the only ones in our year who got offers of acceptance. I really wish we could have enjoyed campus life together. What does he do for a living? Does he work for a big company? Does he work for a foreign company? Does he work in finance? What's his job? He's a doctor. His parents run a clinic. He's going to take it over eventually. And he's the son of the owner? Why did he decide to marry you? I don't get it. It's not fair you're going to marry the rich guy. You're just a high school graduate. Marriage doesn't require high academic achievement. Besides, who I marry is none of your business. Anyway, I'll be moving out soon. I won't show my face a lot after I leave. Take care of Mom. Julie, give your fiancé to Sadia. You and the doctor are not compatible. Sadia is the right woman for him. Mom! Are you crazy? I'm serious. Your fiancé would probably prefer to marry a prettier woman. Sadia is cute and educated, the perfect person for him. As a sister, you don't want her to be happy? Don't you want me to be happy? I gave up on my dreams of higher education to pay for her tuition. And now you're asking me to give him to her? This is outrageous. Why do I have to put up with this just because I'm her sister? Shut up. I don't care what you think. You should listen to me and do as I say. Don't tell me you've forgotten that I've raised you this far. Unbelievable. Another thing. I don't like the fact that you decided to leave us to get married, without even telling us. I need you to keep working for me. I just quit my part-time job. What am I going to do without you? Why did you quit your job? Sadia finally graduated from college, got a job, and is ready to settle down. You and I have been working our butts off up until now. I think I deserve to be free. So, I quit my job to take early retirement. And I'm going to have a leisurely life living off of you. Huh? That was my plan. I can't believe you didn't tell me you were getting married. I want you to continue to work to support us. That's what an eldest daughter is supposed to do. I'm not going to let you turn your life around to lead a happy, luxurious life without me. What am I to you? I'm used to seeing you spoil Sadia, but it's not fair you try to take my happiness away. I only think of you as an ATM. Because I gave birth to you, you have life. So you'll have to work to take care of me for the rest of your life. This is nonsense. I've got an idea. I can ask you, or rather, your sister's husband-to-be, for help. I imagine he can send us enough money to have a nice life. In that case, we won't need you. You can get out of the house any time. You've been treating me like a bank machine for years, and now you are telling me to leave because you're done with me? Enough is enough. I've never cared for you and your attitude. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you to give him to her. And don't ever show your face around here again. Fine. I don't need you anymore. Sadia should marry him. How much should I ask him to send us? One thing we agree on is that I'll not show my face around here again. That's it. And Sadia is not going to marry my fiancé. What? I can't stand the family drama. I'm not going to show my face, as you asked. I'm going to cut off our ties once I'm married. Please, stay out of my life. What's wrong with you? Why are you so upset? Don't talk back to me. I'm your mother. Do as I say. Give him to Sadia. You're not a perfect match anyway. A high school graduate with low income like you, married to a doctor, it will only end in divorce. That may be true. Julia is a smart woman. She might get fed up with me one day and divorce me. What? Who's this? Hi, Hazel. It's George, your daughter's fiancé. You mean you're her husband-to-be? And your father runs a medical clinic, right? I'm sorry to introduce myself like this. Julie told me she didn't want us to meet. Oh dear. I'm sorry she's so selfish. She's not highly educated. Unfortunately, she doesn't have much common sense. But you know what? Her sister Sadia is an intelligent woman. I'm pretty sure you two will be compatible. I don't quite understand what you're talking about. I'm more proud of Sadia than Julie. She has a college degree. She's admirable. And she's younger than Julie. I'm sure you'll like her. Why don't you forget Julie for now and come meet Sadia? I've already met her, actually. She wasn't very classy. Even my other classmates got turned off. What? What do you mean they got turned off? She's such a pretty woman, and I'm very proud of her. My friends once asked me to join them on a group blind date. They needed more men. Of course, I let Julie know and went to the restaurant. I met Sadia there. Oh, you met her on a group date? She sure is cute, and a lot of guys liked her, at first. But she sounded desperate. She was just hunting for a future husband. That made them stay away from her. What's so wrong about that? A group date sounds like just the place to look for a partner. What's wrong with showing a desire to marry? It's okay to talk about your future and marriage, a little. But she was talking about which lavish condominium she wants to live in, and the luxury cars she wants to drive. Not only that, she was saying she wants $10,000 allowance for herself monthly. It was pretty obvious my friends felt uncomfortable listening to her fantasy. Oh my, she's so funny sometimes, always joking around. I couldn't stand it, so I asked her a mean question. Sadia, if you could get all you desired, what would you do for your husband? I said, of course you do all the housework and raise perfect children, right? And then she said the craziest thing. Crazy? She said, I don't want to do the housework because it's a pain in the butt. I'd have 2 kids and make the elder one take care of the younger one. That was her response. Really? At this point, all the men and women were shocked. The strangest part was Sadia didn't understand why we all felt that way. She said, did I do something wrong? That's how I grew up. We were all stunned. Oh dear. Oh, Sadia. I can't believe she said that. That makes me look like I'm a lousy mother and that I pushed Judy to do everything. Actually, it sounds like you did. Since she was a teenager, she was responsible for the household expenses. She used to complain a lot when we were preparing for our entrance exams. She said she worked part-time and did all the housework too. She had to stay up all night to get enough time for preparation. That's... After we get married, I won't let you see her anymore. I want to give her a good life, so she won't need to sacrifice herself anymore. I want her to become happy and be herself. For that reason, I'm asking you to cut ties with her today. What? If you must contact her, please do so through me. I have to get going now. Bye. Julie, I need your help. Mom keeps talking crazy to me. She wants me to send her money every month. She's asking me for $1,000 monthly. You can do that, can't you? You have a college degree and work for a big company. You could afford to buy the expensive bag. Sure, I have a better job than you. But honestly, I don't make a lot of money. I make $2,000 and pay $1,000 for rent. After utilities and phone bills, I only have a couple hundred left. Oh, is that right? I guess you wouldn't understand. Just because I graduated from college doesn't mean my salary is insanely high. Still, you have all those luxury fashion items. You show off your expensive bags, earrings, and clothes. I cut down on groceries to buy that stuff. I also go out with a lot of guys I meet at parties. They pay for meals, and then I can afford that stuff. That's how you save money? Wow. But for some reason, the guys who used to pay for dinner haven't been calling me lately. They don't answer my texts or calls. They've also stopped sending me expensive gifts. Now you know why I can't send money to Mom. I need your help. Nope. I'm married now. I've already decided to distance myself from you guys. What? Are you already married? Take care of Mom. She wasn't nice to me. She's always loved you the best. You should support her in return. Oh my God! I can't support her on my own. I really need your help. Sadia continues to ignore Mom's calls for money. Mom lost it and went to see Sadia at work. In front of the office, she yelled, "Who raised you? And what's wrong with this company? My daughter can't afford to support me." The security guards had to drag my mother away. After that, it didn't take long for Sadia to feel awkward at work, so she quit her job. In the end, she reluctantly started living with Mom again. She wanted to sell her clothes and fashion items to make ends meet. But Mom and Sadia found out they were fake. When they found out it was all worthless, they almost had a heart attack.